Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Let's try that one more time. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 07.22.2026. Current time is 06:51 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Wednesday morning, hump day. It's Okay, I guess we're on hump day, middle of the week for this Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend, and we're starting with a hashtag positive start. Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD, and had a little problem, I think, with the thing there. Anyway, we have the morning coffee, and we've got the broadcast going here this morning, and I hope you're all doing very well as far as that goes. I am Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on X, as well as Fireman Rich on other fine social media platforms. Just check out the show notes on the links that we have in Rumble, where we have four people, one person on Rumble or locals, one person on YouTube, and two people over there on the Twitch side. And um, I'm on a lot of platforms, so you can also Google at Fireman Rich and see where else I'm at and stuff. But we're getting our day started here on this Wednesday, up early, starting early, and which is a good start to the day. And we'll see what the day brings as far as that goes. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. We had a pretty good day yesterday. It was pretty It was a little humid yesterday. Got a walk in and took a nap. I was thinking about broadcast live streaming Lotro, but the nap overseeded that as far as that goes. And such. I guess I'm getting lazy. We've got three Lotro games that we've broadcast so far for this July. We got to get one in here in the next couple of days, and then our fifth one on. I know I'll broadcast on Sunday morning. There, Sunday morning seems to be a good day, a good morning to broadcast the Locho game for me. I enjoy it very much as far as that goes. And let me check my audio here. Okay, yeah, we're good on the audio and stuff. So, but we'll work on that and stuff. I'm just enjoying the summer. We've got some nice weather. Um, Last week there and stuff. And it just when you get those nice days, you just want to just you get lazy, I guess, and enjoying the summer. And that I am enjoying the summer. And what else? Let's see. I got a chess game today at chess club at 3 o'clock. So I'm not sure. I think I know what I'm going to be doing for. I don't have to be looking at anything. I've looked at enough. Um, I've looked at enough. As far as chess strategies and stuff like that, and as far as that goes. So let's see. Okay, Tina's having issues getting online with the Twitch, I guess. So she just sent me a message. Okay, well, just see if you can get on there. That's all you can do as far as that goes, Tina. And let's see. Oh, Rich, I'm looking at an old message. This is okay. Look down below. Let's see. On Twitch, can't talk there. It says Monday. Oh, it does say Monday. Thank you, Tina. Okay, let me change that. How come? How did that? Okay, good deal. Good deal, Tina. Thank you very much. We'll change that. Okay, I got the message there. Okay, so I forgot one thing. I screwed up the title there. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me get that. That's on the Rumble side there. So we're going to change that on the Rumble side here as far as that goes first. Okay, so we start. There's a good thing we started early. We've got our view one of our viewers, our regular viewers there, Tina. She's not up on Twitch. She can't, but she sent me a message So let's see what we got here. I'll have to change the. Yeah, I guess it does say. I got the date right, 22, but I forgot to change the day of the week. It's Wednesday, Rich. How did that happen? I don't know. We'll change it on the Rumble first, and which is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Let's go to the Twitch side here. Can I change it in there? No. Let's see if I can change it down here on the. Oh, let's see. Let's change it on the Surface 3 here. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, I got the date right, the 22nd. I just didn't get the day of the week right. So thank you, Tina. Thank you. And other alternative motives of communication do work as far as that goes. So let's see, Wednesday. Okay, I have to do the YouTube afterwards, I guess. I wonder if my posts there up on Twitch has that. Let me check that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it says Wednesday on the social media. I guess I just was putting in that last night and I forgot to change the day of the week. Anyway, we got it squared away. Okay, thank you again, Tina. And but we're getting started here. Halfway through the week, we had a humid day yesterday, so the air conditioners are back on. We did have the windows open on Monday, though. Monday was nice as far as that goes. It was a really nice day, and as far as that goes, and let's see. I hit message and I can't get in. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's on. I guess that's on your end. I got no problem. I'm on Twitch right now, monitoring on the Surface 3. So you might want to do a reboot there, Tina, as far as that goes. So she sent me another message there. But we're getting our day started here with the morning coffee, which is tasting good. I'm already halfway through my cup. Got to have the morning coffee to get going here and stuff. It gets you charged a little bit. So, but we're off and running here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 07. I said Wednesday because I changed it to Wednesday. 07.22.2026, and yeah, we're in the middle of the week and looking out the window. We had some thunderstorms that passed by yesterday afternoon, not as ferocious, I guess, as they were Saturday. Saturday, it's becoming apparent in other parts of the state that thunderstorms that came through really did some damage to some folks' homes and such. So, but some lingering clouds. So I don't know if it tried raining or something like that. But let's see, what's our current temperature here? Current temperature is we're usually now Monday it was down like I had to wear the hoodie if you remember Monday morning coffee I had to wear the hoodie. It's a little bit warm. I got the fan off in this room, in the studio room and stuff like that in my corner here. We're currently 70 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York, which is 21 degrees Celsius. And let's see. I don't think I'm going to be mowing the lawns until Friday, maybe Saturday. Saturday, it looks like. I was looking at that yesterday. They're still looking nice. I sat on the porch there out after dinner and stuff, and looking out on the back field there and stuff like that. And it was pretty nice watching all the wildlife. And it was humid during the day, but right around it was about maybe 6:30 there, and it was. It was pleasant. It was warm, but let's see. We got partly cloudy. High is 72, so we're at 70 now. Oh, we just dropped a degree. We're at 69 degrees Fahrenheit now. So maybe we got something going on up there in the atmosphere. Let's see. Winds out of the west by northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And they were blowing a little bit early when I woke up. I saw some of the trees moving, but I don't see the trees moving now. So they look like they're calm right now. Sun rose this morning at 5:50 a.m. and the sun will be setting at 8:36 p.m. So 5:50, which is that right? 5:50? Okay, we started early. That's why. It said that was 10 minutes ago. It's 6 o'clock. It's top of the hour right now, folks. It's 6 a.m. So we started early. So 5:50, 10 minutes ago, the sun rose. Yeah, we got blue skies, but we got some little precarious clouds. They were a little dark. So let me check the radar here. Let me check the Doppler. The Doppler here, the current Doppler. Okay, here's the current Doppler right now. Let me bring that up. There's the current Doppler right there. So we do have some clouds in the area. So we got a front. It looks like we got a front going through. So, okay, so there's the current Doppler for the southern tier of upstate New York. And we zoom down to Tioga County. There's Tioga County right there. So we do got some clouds passing through. So they don't have any. It looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy and sunny today. So we'll see what happens there as far as that goes, and weather-wise, I should say. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's go to our world times and temp. Well, let's see. Before I go there, the air quality. That's the thing that's been in the news here for the last week. Our air quality at the current time is good. It's been good. Yesterday we were in the yellow, but we're in the green now. And let's look at the overall map here. I can bring that up too. The current map. Oh, it's a lot cleaner than it was before. We just have all yellows. All the reds are out to the northwest of the United States. Let's see. Let's see. Let's bring this up. This gives you an idea of the air quality that we're in the. Yeah, we're in the. You can see there for New York State, we're in the green, which means it's clear. So Elmira way, well, we're right on the border there because there's a Weagle right there. So there's Tioga County. So yeah, there's Tioga County right there. So we got a little patch of the yellow there, but for all intents and purpose, we're in the clear, and you can see all the red and orange is out in the northwest for the fires that are out there. So I guess the fires that inundated us are right up in this area here, wildland fires. So so there we go with that. And let's see, let's bring that off the stage and park that right back there. So there's our air quality. Air quality is good as far as that goes. So that's a good thing. It's 36 parts per million. They're good. So that's a good thing. So, but let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:04 a.m. They just coming into today, and it is. Let's see, cloudy skies with a little clearing there, 79 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix, Arizona at 3:04 a.m. Phoenix, cloudy skies, a little clearing there, 82 degrees Fahrenheit in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. We have, again, cloudy skies and 64 degrees Fahrenheit at 5:04. 6:04 a.m. in New York City, the concrete jungle. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And Double J's, good morning, Double J's is in the house on the Twitch side. You can breathe. Yeah, we can breathe. We can go outside. That's the big thing. We can go outside. Good morning, Double J's, coming from an undisclosed location over on the Twitch side. Good to see you, my friend. And look at here, we got Tony D. Salute to you, Tony D. Coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. The missus isn't up yet, and when she does get up, I'll tell her to say good morning. And there's a salute over there on the Twitch side. And let's see, New York City, 6:05 a.m. 6:05 a.m. here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. It's Down in New York City, though, it's cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And on the Rumble, Tony D down there in Warner Robins is letting us know that it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 92 for the high. Ooh, it's going to be a warm one down there in Georgia. And 74 for the low, partly cloudy. Thank you, Tony. Hope all is well with you as well, too. So continuing with our world times and temperatures. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:06 a.m. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, mangia, mangia, mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan at 12:06 p.m. Lunchtime, mangia, mangia, mangia. Milan, a beautiful city. Sunny and clear in Milan, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Double J's home country, because he's at an undisclosed location in the southern hemisphere, as I like to call it, and but Double J's home country is India, and in New Delhi at 3:37 p.m., cloudy skies with a little sun there, 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and down on the coast there, Mumbai, India at 3:37 p.m. It's raining down in Mumbai, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Seems like it doesn't get any lower than the 82 as far as that goes. Oh, there's Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl made it. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for the heads up on the title too. Again, it's par for course. And Tina saying good morning, Double J's Twitch to Twitch side there. It seems like it never gets above 82 or any lower than 82 there sometimes, I guess. So let's go on to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:07 p.m. Sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. And over the skies of Tokyo, Japan at 7:08 p.m. Clear skies in Tokyo, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a warm one in Tokyo. Wow. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friends and allies to the United States, Australia is in Melbourne at 8:08 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:08 p.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are the world times and temperatures as we speak. Oh, let's backing up to central New Jersey. Tina's letting us know that it's 87 for the high today and 70, what is that, 71 for the low. Cloudy, chance of rain down in central New Jersey. So thank you, Tina, for that. And that's our world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for today. It comes from a great American football coach, Vince Lombardi. Vince Thomas Lombardi was an American professional football coach, an executive in the National Football League. Lombardi is considered by many among the greatest coaches and leaders of the American sport. And he is the greatest, I think, as far as coaches in the NFL, because the Super Bowl trophy is named after him, the Lombardi Trophy. You know, you can't get a bigger honor than that. You know, the championship trophy is named after you. That's a high honor and stuff like that. His quote and our thought for the day goes as follows here. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. Those are very powerful words there, folks. And his meaning behind that is that success isn't about avoiding failure or hardships. Your true character and ultimately your success are defined by your refusal to stay down when adversity or mistakes knock you down. They knock you off your feet, in a matter of speaking. You got to keep on going. You got to keep on pushing forward to that success. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have failures. You learn from those, but they make you stronger. So you got to get back up on your feet. It's that old saying, you get knocked out of the saddle, well, jump right back up in the saddle again. So thank you, Vince Lombardi. God bless you and Godspeed. That was a good one. That's a pretty powerful one right there. He probably said that to a lot of football players he coached, as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's see. Our national day today. Oh, we got a couple. We got maybe. Let's see. What do we got here? It's my mouse. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have. Let's see. National Hammock Day. Oh, I'll pretend my cozy lawn chair is. I got a very nice lawn chair. I think I've live streamed from it a couple times out there in the backyard. We got National Hammock Day. Relax. We got National Fragile Fragile X awareness. That must be a DNA type thing. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. We have National Penuchin Fudge. Do you know what that is, Tina? Penuche. I didn't pronounce that right. It's a type of fudge. I like fudge. So, um, National Mango Day. I like mangoes. Mangoes are pretty good. They're healthy. So let's go with that. Though that fudge does look good. It's National Penucci. You don't know anything about that? No? Okay. It's Penuch. Let's go put that in the Google. What is that? What's Penucci? Penucci. Let's see what that is. Let's see what the Google says on that. Is a fudge like candy made from brown sugar, butter, milk, using no flavor except from vanilla. Penucci often has a tannish color and is lighter than regular fudge. Okay. It is formed by caramelization. So it's the same process. It's just same ingredients. It just doesn't have the chocolate in it because you're only using brown sugar, butter, and milk. You're not putting any chocolate in it and stuff like that. So I guess that's the difference. I've never heard of that. I've seen that. Oh, you've never heard of it either? Oh, wow. I thought you were a fudge expert there and stuff. It's just that makes two of us because I've seen the lighter color and the brown. I didn't know the name as far as that goes. So that's interesting. But we're gonna go with National Mango Day. Who doesn't like a good mangoes are good. I don't eat them a lot, but they're good and they're tasty. Hashtag National Mango Day on July 22nd. We celebrate a National Mango Day as the tropical fruit that provides delicious flavor and nutrients in one sweet bite. Join us as we share why sweet, fragrant, and juicy mangoes add to the abundance of flavor to beverages and to the meal. Originated in India. Okay, there we go. In India, at least 5,000 years ago, mangoes have been around for thousands of years. Mangoes seeds traveled with humans from Asia to Middle East, East Africa, South America, beginning around 300 to 400 AD, known as the king's fruit. Mangoes are said to bring richness of life, including material wealth. Okay. There's hundreds of varieties of mangoes that grow around the world. On the average, a mango tree grows up to about 131 feet tall. Wow, that's tall. And and Tina says she loves dry mangoes. Yeah, that's a good dry fruit. They're mangoes. So there he goes. So go to your local grocery store. Hopefully they have some mangoes. I don't think I've ever, very rarely have I seen them in the grocery store. Once in a while. I guess they have to be in season, whatever. So, well, if today's National Mango Day, they must be in season. So I'll have to ask the missus when she gets up there as far as that goes. So National Mango Day. That's pretty interesting. Okay, yesterday we did do the audio podcast over there on Spotify for creators at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. Um, and we repurposed this audio over there on Spotify as well. And there was a good story that I brought to an interesting and health wise, science wise. They're doing a study over there in London. at King's College with this new drug that's already been approved for spinal injuries. It's called KCL 286. So it's already been tested for human trials. So that's going to help. But they're finding that they're using this drug to that when they use it in Alzheimer's, they test it with the mice with Alzheimer's. It repairs DNA at early stages of Alzheimer's, and it's already been passed with safety trials using for another procedure with the spine, as far as that goes. So this looks promising to where it is effective, to where it rebuilds the DNA as far as that goes. The drug that has previously been shown to be safe and tolerated by humans. That's the first sentence, tolerated. So it's like it's pretty yucky, but you can tolerate. Reduces multiple disease linked features of Alzheimer's in lab mice of the disease. So if you can get to early stages, and that's what they mean by disease uh, re- reduce disease linked features. Those features are the ones that fester up into full blown Alzheimer's. And the team from King's College has developed an approach that targets a key protein that to tackle several features of Alzheimer's disease at the same time. So it's multiple in going to that. The drug KCL 286, a drug that has previously passed phase 1 safety trials after originally being developed for spinal cord injury, was able to lessen many disease linked features of Alzheimer's. And this article caught my attention primarily because my grandmother and my mother, they passed away with Alzheimer's. My mother also had dementia too, but Alzheimer's is very, very. When my grandmother had it, I didn't realize. She's just losing, loss of memory and all that. I was just getting ready. I was in high school, and I was getting ready to go into the service back in '77, and I didn't even know what Alzheimer's was back then. It wasn't until I got into service and you start hearing about, okay, it's an actual disease. They never really said anything. It's, oh, she's just losing. Now it's pretty evident what Alzheimer's is, um, and my mother also, she had Alzheimer's and dementia, as far as that goes. So they're very, very um, tragic diseases to have, I guess, and stuff like that. So this gives me hope as far as that there's cures on the horizon for this wretched disease of Alzheimer's and stuff like that. Just like there are with cancer. And I say that for the fact that I'm a cancer survivor. And those are the two subjects. And when I see articles, I really key in on them because there's a lot of studies going on and stuff like that. So this is encouraging and very beneficial to those that have family members that have this disease, as far as that goes. So that was a pretty interesting story on and I try to bring a interesting story to the audio podcast. It's only 30, 45 minutes long. And then we do the same format that I'm doing now, the meet and greet, the weather, the thought for the day, a little BS and stuff like that going on and stuff. And all that, and history. And speaking of history, we do not have 100 years ago. Yes, I usually do the 100 years ago, also over on the audio podcast. But when I was setting up for the audio podcast, the last one was for last week, I believe. Let me see. Was it Community 100 years ago? Yeah, the last one that they have on file. And I did a search for it. Usually they have it and they haven't put it on the listing, but you can still find it if you search for it on their page. But the last one they have is from last Friday. So maybe Roger Luther is taking a vacation as far as that goes, a time off and stuff. So we just got the regular history here and stuff like that. So, um, and so it's sort of a I'm out of place here because I'm so used to seeing having them 100 years ago. So we'll see what happens on Friday. See if there's one for tonight because it comes out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we always play here. We like Monday we'll play Friday. we'll play the previous Friday, and then Wednesday we'll play Monday, and Friday we'll play Wednesday. So there's nothing on the Fox, which I have no affiliation with. I threw that in there. Okay. But let's see on history. Let's see, what do we have? History on this day back in 1932. Willie Post, who was Willie Post from Oklahoma, became the first person to fly solo around the world. A 15,596-mile flight in the Winnie May in less than 8 days. That's pretty good. Around the world in 8 days. Let's see. What else do we have? Alexander Mackenzie reached the Pacific. This is back in 1793. Reached the Pacific Ocean, becoming the first person to record to cross North America over the Great Divide, traveling through Canada, much of the way on foot. Back in 17. Oh, okay, crossed across Canada to get to the Pacific. Okay, 1793. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And what is this one about? It was 30 years ago today. The Daily Show began scrutinizing or satirizing and screwing. Oh, that's nobody has done it before. They started putting comment. Sometimes I guess yeah, 30 years ago. That's when they started interjecting. They should have stuck with the comedy. We'd still have some nighttime, late night individuals, I guess, if they got away from the news. Let's see on the AP side. Let's see what this is about. On the history here. Let's see. Okay, they got, they also have aviator Willie Post. Okay, so he was a post. In 1862, President Abraham Lincoln, my favorite president, the 16th presidents of these here United States. And he would probably be the first person, if I could meet with somebody, it would be Abraham Lincoln. I think the second person would be J.R.R. Tolkien, if not Mark Twain. Those are the top three, if I could have a chance to meet those individuals. But Abraham Lincoln, on this day in 1862, presented to his cabinet a preliminary draft of the Emancipation Proclamation. And I bet you that I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in that room when that took place. There was probably some cabinet members that were probably not too happy with it, but it was a great document, and it is part of American history, part of the fabric of American history, I would say, that came out of that era of the Civil War, which was a tragedy for this country, toward brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. As far as that goes. So let's see. In 1934, bank robber John Dillinger was shot to death on this day by federal agents outside the Chicago Bibliography Theater. Okay. He's a bad guy anyway, so he probably killed a group of people himself. So, 1937, the U.S. Senate rejected President Franklin D. Roosevelt's proposal to add more justices to the Supreme Court. Oh, they wanted to pack the court back then, huh? There's no need. You don't need to have more justices. I think they have more than enough. More than enough, as far as that's my opinion. Okay, I just look at all the boneheads we have in Congress on both sides of the aisle and stuff like that. And you're talking about putting more people on the. Keep it simple. Let's see. In 1943, on this day, American forces led by General George S. Patton captured Palermo, Sicily. And I've been to Palermo. I flew into Palermo back in '81 when I was getting deployed out there in Sicily for about 3 months at Comiso outside just outside Ragusa, which is the center part of Sicily. And but Palermo, it's right near the volcano. But during World War II, he captured Palermo. And no, we won't do that one. I don't like the murder. They have these sensationalized murder cases and stuff. It's like that's history, but it's like I don't know, glorifying murderers. That's how I look at it with the history and stuff like that. So there's our history, folks. Let's see. In sports, Major League Baseball, but that seems to be the only sports that's going on since the World Cup ended. But I do have an article here on the World Cup after we get to the scores here for Major League Baseball if they come up here. Here they are. Let's see. On Wednesday night, no, Monday night. Wednesday night is tonight. I'm getting ahead of myself. Pirates beat or lost to the Yankees. Oh, right. Yankees won 8-5. I wonder if they won again the next day. Let's see. They won 8-5 against the Pirates on Monday night. That's good. Mets lost to the Brewers 8-3. Okay. One into the other. And let's see. For Tuesday, the Mets beat the Brewers 4-0. Okay, good for the Mets there. We won. We got to get back on those winning days. Okay, Yankees were off. Let's see. Yep, Yankees were off Tuesday last night. Pirates and Yankees this afternoon at 1:05, and Mets and Brewers at 2:10. So hopefully they can win. And tomorrow it will be both Yankees and Mets are off tomorrow, which is Thursday. So coming back Friday, going into the weekend. Let's see. We'll talk about that Friday. So we got up to Thursday there. Let's see. In World Cup is over with, but just to give you the post World Cup thing, I thought it was a great World Cup. Okay, I watched a lot of games. I've watched more soccer in the last month than I did in my whole entire life. But the World Cup finally peaked at 60 million viewers in North America. Okay, so that's not counting. I guess that's not counting Mexico and well, Canada's North America too. So, um, but there was a lot of things that could have gone wrong during this summer's FIFA World Cup. This is the beginning of a ESPN article over there on ESPN.com for July 21st, which was yesterday. And are you up? Good morning. And the missus says good morning. She's trudging into the kitchen to get her coffee. Yeah, you went to bed early, so you should be bright and bushy tailed, bright eyed and bushy tail. It should be. Okay, get your coffee in you. Let's see. But during the summer's FIFA World Cup, a complete logistic, uh, com- complicated logistic undertaking, and that's an understatement right there. It probably was with all the teams and stadiums that included 3 host nations, 16 stadiums, 48 teams, 104 games, and endless opportunities for controversies on and off the soccer field. And I think it was very, very minimum. I think we had one or two boneheads that tried popping a flag or something like that after the end of a game or two or something like that. But in retrospect, a lot of things went right, including viewership numbers for the final game on Sunday. The United States, Canada, Mexico spent nearly 6 weeks hosting soccer's biggest showcase for the most part, and the action stayed on the field. Everybody was they wanted they they wanted to watch soccer. Let's see. Fox announced Tuesday that the final on Sunday drew 38.937. It's about 39,000 or 39 million viewers for that game alone, including a peak. It went peak as far as 51, and that was a pretty good halftime show too. I have to admit, which easily set the record as the most watched English language soccer telecast in U.S. history, according to Nielsen's media um, uh, research. And um, but it basically this year's 48 team World Cup field was the biggest in tournament history, and it goes back a ways. So Um, Great success for the World Cup, and I find myself at a loss almost as far as because we look at the schedule and say, "Oh, we're going to watch this game, the afternoon game." So, um, but um, what is it? It's going to be. I'm going to miss it. I'll miss it. But the good thing is at the end of next month, I guess the Premier League starts, which I've been a Manchester City Football Club fan for 2 years now, so I'm looking forward to that. And they do have a new coach for Manchester City. Let me bring that up for Manchester City Football Club. And his name is Enzo Marica. Is new manager of Manchester. The Italian official succeed. Okay, he's Italian. Officially succeeded Pepe. Well, Pepe. Everybody knows Pepe if you're a Manchester City fan. Um, Signing a 3-year contract that runs until the summer. And I got a message from my good friend over in Scotland, Wingnut, and he informed we have a new boss, and I guess we do have a new boss. His name is Enzo, and we wish him well. And he's got the good backing. He arrived at Manchester City, marks his third time with the club, so he's not no stranger. Have previously managed elite development squad and several as key assistant coach during the 2022-23 Trivial winning campaign. Most recently, he managed Chelsea. Oh, okay. He came from Chelsea. Okay. I know somebody who likes Chelsea, where he won the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. What's the difference? Oh, club. It's not nation. It's a club World Cup. Before resigning to take over the reins of City. Okay, so he's got a 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Okay, I remember that last year. Okay, Chelsea won that. Yeah. Okay. And he has brought in a familiar coach staff, including former City goalkeeper William Caballero as first-time coach. So he sounds like he's getting things going, and he's earning that nickname, the Boss, as far as that goes. So I'm looking forward to Manchester City's new season coming up here, as far as that goes. So let's see. Oh, we've been on 50. It seems like I just got on here. It's almost, I was trying to drag it out with no 100 years ago, I guess. But we're at 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. And it's 6:30. I like that. Well, it's going to get a little, it's going to get a little warm. It's supposed to be muggy today, isn't it? You don't know? You all right? Tired? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back as far as that goes. Let's see, we transition to there. Let's go ahead and let me bring this up and start this as far as that goes. We're in Helsinki. And let's see, let's bring this up here. And there it is. Well, there's our timeout. Where's that at? Germany. It looks like it's raining in Germany. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to get some more coffee. And we will be right back as far as that goes, folks. And just enjoy the view and the music, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. We're back. Are we back? Let's see. How's our audio? Testing one, two, three, four. We're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, I see the audio. It's. Let me hear it. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing the audio. I just didn't see it on the recording there that we have for Spotify for creators at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And we are back here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 07.22.2026. It is a Wednesday hump day and working towards the weekend as far as that goes. I got my second cup of coffee here. Okay, Tina, she's got to go. Daughter, got to go. Daughter's off. Okay, no problem, Tina. Have a great day. And oh, hey, there's Farmer coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. Good morning, Farmer. Glad to have you here. And I hope you're having a good start to your day. We're on the second half here. For those folks that are just tuning in, I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich on X, as well as at Fireman Rich on all the majority of all those other fine social media platforms. Just Google Fireman Rich or check the links out in the various platforms that we're on. We're on 4 platforms here on Rumble, which Rumble is great. Rumble is good. You get 4 platforms where to do 4 platforms on any other thing like um, uh, what are they? Restream, StreamYard, and Prism. You have to pay a monthly fee. I'm not about paying. I'm not cheap, but if you could do it for free and you actually do it just as good here. As far as we're using the Rumble 2.0, the new Rumble 2.0 Studio canvas, and we're in 1080p, which the old canvas you could only get in 7. So to get 1080p, you have to actually pay for that on those other platforms. So, but the Rumble Direct RTMP, that's even better 1080p when I do the gaming. I do the gaming on that particular option that Rumbles offers you. So they offer you many offers, and they monetize you right off the bat. You just have to work with it, and they have these things called read ad campaigns. If we get this number up to 10, I can do a read ad campaign, and those are usually fun. And they throw a few more pennies at you and stuff like that, and but they monetize you right out of the gate to where once you're on and you're on for a little bit. I guess there's some terms of conditions and stuff. It's starting out, you got to have so many videos and stuff. You don't have to have viewers and stuff like that. So Google, that's the misconception. Some people, oh, you got to have so many viewers. No, you don't really have. I mean, even on Twitch, you don't really need. You can become affiliate real quick as far as that goes, and it's up to the broadcaster if you want to be monetized, because some people, they get disenchanted. I don't really care about the monetization is interesting to me. They got aspects here where they do have commercials here on Rumble, just like they do on Twitch. I think there's more so over on Twitch. That depends on the broadcast. I have my commercials on. I'm forthright with that. Okay, I did have somebody years back say, "Well, you can turn those off," and I said, "Yeah, I know I can turn them off, but I have them on the lowest setting." There's some broadcasters I've seen when I pop in on theirs, they're on like uh, they have them on the max. You got to go through 3 minutes worth of commercials, and I hear from people that watch other broadcasters. There's other broadcasters that it's out there. It's up to the broadcaster. But Rumble, they've got commercials when you first start out. You can skip through them and stuff after 5 seconds and stuff. So it's the commercials. They throw a few pennies towards the viewer and stuff. But I don't. I'm not here for the money and stuff like that. Just a small, very small aspect of the overall experience of using Rumble Studio and stuff like that. But I do think it's a great product. And this isn't no endorsement and stuff. It's just I am a user of Rumble and for years, and it's probably the best platform I think I've been on since Blab, basically. Twitch is good by itself and stuff like that, but you can't multicast. You can be on Rumble and you got your own Rumble video and stuff like that, as well as broadcasting on these other platforms. And Double Chiz says your stream, your rules, don't like it. That's the yeah that and that's for most broadcasters. You got to be respectful and stuff like that. There's streams that I used to watch. I don't watch any more because of one reason or the other. You know, you part ways and stuff like that, and you move on and stuff like that. And I can definitely say I've done that with here at Rumble because Rumble's I love it here. It's great. There's people there's a learning curve as far as that goes. But the more you use it, the more it becomes a part of your overall streaming and stuff like that. So I love talking about it. I know there's some broadcasters that say that they have this impression it's only a one-sided audience, and I disagree with that totally. Disagree with it. It's sort of like I don't want to get into it, but it's just they think it's one sided and they won't use it, and um, that's where they lose out as far as that goes. They're not really informed because they haven't tried it. They just assume that it's like that, and I can say it's a good platform. There is a learning curve to it, though, as far as that goes. But because even changing from the old canvas to the Rumble 2.0 canvas, there was a learning curve because over here there's some scene changes, and I love that. But I'm also using like this canvas right here. This is the one I used for Monday, and you can leave it up there. You just change the little things. I'm getting used to doing that to where I don't have to redo it everything because you have to reset these and stuff like that. So that's a time saver right there, as far as setting up for your broadcast. You already have your template up there. You just have to change the date and time and such like that. So hey, coffee's good. So Rumble, I enjoy Rumble. Rumble is fun and stuff like that. You can bring people up. We don't do that as much as what we did back in the Haps days. Haps was good. I enjoyed being on Haps. I think the one thing about Haps, like it was with Blab, the platform was solid. I love the platform was great. Haps had its things there as far as that goes, and its inconsistencies and stuff like that because it was beta and they'd hide behind the beta. But Twitch is solid. YouTube is solid. There's a delay, I guess. I mean, I'm in the three platforms I'm monitoring. Rumble has about a 5 second delay. There's about maybe a 1 or 2 second delay on Twitch, but YouTube delays like about 8 seconds and stuff like that. And Double J says it's a fair way to can't please it. No, and I'm not here to please everybody. It's what you see is what you get. If you don't um, I'm a bonehead of a broadcaster. I'm not no professional or anything like that. I do this for my own self for the most part. I just have the benefit and the blessing that we have viewers like Double J's, Tina, Tony, Farmer, and all the others that do come into the broadcast as a regulars, and I really appreciate that. That means a lot as far as that goes. That is more than I could say because when I started doing this stuff a long time ago, I said, well, if I only get 1 or 2 people, that's okay, and that has more than doubled, maybe almost tenfold, I guess, in a manner of speaking and stuff, um, as far as that goes, because I don't like to talk about numbers, but if you've been doing this long enough and stuff like that, people see you and they see what you're genuine, and I try to stay genuine as far as that goes. I don't try to throw any BS at you, Double J's. I can tell you that. If I do, I'll hear it from you, right? Um, but I have fun with it, and that's the key on doing this live stream. You have to have fun as far as enjoying it, and I do love to talk. If you've been here long enough, you know that as far as what that goes. Let's see. I do have the web pages up for our second half of the broadcast, and that's to look at the local news here in the southern tier of upstate New York, the good news and stuff, not the bad stuff. The good news that gives you an idea, sort of a little picture of what it's like here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see. Double J says, "Well kept, it real, best way to be." Yes, that is the best way to be as far as that goes, authentic, and don't throw no bullshit, because I think smart people, and even though you don't want to throw bullshit at people and stuff, and you don't want to patronize. You don't want to patronize, or I've seen this on some broadcasters. They'll go, what do they call it? They'll crowdsource. They'll crowdsource their audience and stuff like that, and they just do that because they don't have a clue of what they're. I'll ask you a question and stuff like that, but um, it just, some of the broadcasters, some of them like are a train wreck and stuff like that. I think that's why viewers watch it and stuff. They might be watching me for that fact, whether I'm going to be a train wreck, whether I'm going to go off the rail or something like that. Which I have my moments getting on that soapbox, which it's not really worth it in the long run and stuff like that. So it's just like, but at any rate, we're going to go ahead and continue with our second half here to see what's happening here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We got various news outlets. I'll name them as we go through them, but I have no affiliation with any of these news outlets or the web pages. I'm a consumer of their web pages and the news. I look at them daily. And actually, some of them I look at more than once or twice during the course of the day, see what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And a lot of the articles, they give you an idea, especially and they're mostly the video news there. It's for information only for my audience here, as far as if you're watching this on the replay and stuff, to give you a picture of what it's like here in upstate New York. Because too many people, when and I always said this when I was in the service, they said, "Well, where are you from?" "I'm from New York." And they say, "What part of the city?" I said, "I'm not from the city. I'm from New York State." And it says, "Where's that?" And it's like, it's outside the city. There's a whole lot of, New York City does not define, or is it's a part of New York State. Okay, just like some other cities we have, like Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Schenectady, Binghamton, right down the road. That's a city. But there's a lot more to New York State than just New York City. Okay, they may have the fancy stuff down there with the Broadway and all the top sports in there and stuff like that. But there's a lot going on in New York State as far as that goes. And grew up here, lived here, and it's a great place. That old saying, "I love New York." I love New York. New York State is a great state. It has its quirks as far as that goes, but what state doesn't? Okay, let's check Fox 40 here. Again, no affiliation with all these web pages here and stuff, and see what's going on. Oh, the annual Speedy Fest backyard chef cooking competition is set. Is there a video on that? No. Okay. But it returns to the Speedy Fest. So what are they doing here? The okay, competition is in its 42nd year, bringing out. Okay, they compete on the Speedies. Um, and what Speedies are? Let me go ahead and bring this up. Let's go ahead and bring this up. This is on Fox 40, and there's the article right there. Those are Speedies being cooked. They're cubed meat, and let's go ahead and read this one here. As far as this is a read one, I can do that. We started early. I can do a couple read ones, but the Speedy Fast Backyard Chef Cooking Competition is a 42-year tradition, bringing out some of the best home cooks to claim the title as Best Home Cooked Speedy in Broome County. Cooking competition sponsor and co-organizer Brian Egan said, "I think it's still one of the core events on the weekend, and we're proud to be a part of it." So it is on Sunday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. There are 4 categories. You can cook chicken, pork, lamb, or non-traditional, which could be beef version. Vegetarian of some kind. I don't know. I don't want to see vegetarian speedies now. Prizes are given out the first, second, and third, with the overall grand prize receiving the Backyard Chef Grand Championship belt. And the contest brings people from all walks of life together to not only compete, but to continue the celebration of Broome County staples. And actually, it's a Southern Tier staple. You season the meat. You you have various dressings you put on it to prepare it and stuff like that to give the taste, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff, and you put that on a slice of Italian bread, and it's is it so good? It's like the Speedy sandwich. It's a Southern Tier staple. Double J says, I always thought it was Speedy, same pronunciation. Yeah, pretty much. It's spelled Spiedie. It's been around for a long time, folks. It's been around since the 20s, as far as that goes. The first place to make the Speedy sandwich. There's it's just like up in Buffalo. Where did the first chicken wing start and stuff? There's controversy on that. But for the history of the Speedy sandwich, the first one to to my recollection, to when I've studied and as far as history, was Sharky's. Is a bar restaurant that used to be in Binghamton. It goes back to like the late 1920s, 1930s, and that's where the first Speedy sandwich was made, as far as that goes, and the rest is history. I mean, most fairs will have a Speedy sandwich here in the Southern Tier, like the Tioga County Fair. Um, they have that starts next month. I'm sure they'll have Speedies there. The Speedies are good. They are good. They're very good tasting. Oh, let's see. What else do we got here on Fox? Anything? And okay. Here's the video of it.
The annual
I just found the video of the backyard chef Speedy.
backyard.
What I just read. Here's the actual video of it. So we'll give this a listen here. We'll bring this back up and let's see. Let's go to there, right there. There we go. Actually, no. Let me change this. Oh no. Okay, we're on the right channel. We're on the right channel here. Let's go with this. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Let's go ahead and start this up here. Okay, here we go.
The annual Backyard Speedy Fest cooking competition is returning to the Southern Tier, challenging all backyard chefs to bring their A game. Fox 40 Ziggy Hill brings us the details.
The Speedy Fest Backyard Chef Cooking Competition is a 42-year tradition, bringing out some of Broome County's best home cooks to claim the title of Best Home Cooked Speedy. Contestants can enter across 4 categories: chicken, pork, lamb, and non-traditional. Everything contestants need to compete is provided, including the grills, the charcoal, and lighter fluid. The only thing they need to prepare is 3 pounds of homemade Speedy marinade. The contest is a great way to bring the community together and carry on the tradition of Speedies in the Southern Tier.
I think that's the whole point of the contest, right? Some even families that I know personally, they have long-standing recipes that they claim are the best in the area. They cannot be topped. This is a perfect way to put that marinade together, and we'll see how it stacks up. Bring it out and let's see.
Tonight at 10, we'll talk about how the next generation of cooks can also showcase their talents, along with what prizes contestants can win.
So that's the key, is the marinade. I forgot to say that when I was reading the article. The marinade is very important. The marinade that we usually get is Lupo's, and then you got New York State marinade for Speedies, and you can look it up on Google and stuff. You can get it. You can actually buy it through Amazon and stuff like that. Speedy, what is it? Lupo's Speedy marinade, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And that's what you take your meat, your cube meat, you cut it up, you season it, and then you put it in the marinade, and you let it sit there for at least a couple days, so the marinade soaks into the meat. And that is the key for a speedy sandwich. And then they cook up real speed like, I guess, or that's may be the reason why they came up with Speedies, because it doesn't cook. You don't cook them for that long. You cook them, all the way through. But man, they taste good, especially with that marinade. It's very good stuff. And as far as that goes, and it is so good, as Mr. Food, the original Mr. Food, used to say back in the day. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we have in Fox. So, yeah, we usually have Speedies at least once every other week, or if not, a couple times during the course of the week and stuff. It's a good. I love the lamb. When we went to the Strawberry Festival, that was another place where they have the Speedy sandwich. I had the lamb, and oh my, was that good! It's just a very tangy taste and that was on a fresh roll, as far as that goes, and it was good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I always look forward to that during the Strawberry Festival. Speedy sandwich, a Coca-Cola or Pepsi, and I always get my kettle corn at Strawberry Festival, and it's gone after the next day. All right, what else do we got on Fox 40? I think that's it for Fox 40 there. That was at the tail end of the listing here. So 7:20. Yeah, that was Monday. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we do have a 100 years ago. Let's go ahead. I just found this. They must have just posted this. So let's go ahead and do a 100 years ago, as far as that goes. I don't have the verbiage in here. They must have just posted this, because I didn't see this earlier. Let's bring this up. Okay. It's worth staying there looking. Okay, this is 100 years ago as of Monday, July 20th, which was the Moon Day, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and bring this up, and we'll do 100 years ago. Okay, that's pretty cool. Here we go. 100 years ago, folks, on Fox 40, where I don't have any affiliation with and stuff. So here it goes.
100 years ago today, business conditions and industrial growth in Binghamton are on an upward trend. According to the Binghamton Real Estate Board, the present population of the city is between 80 and 90,000, and many industries are working overtime to fill more orders than ever before. Laying of the cornerstone for Endicott's new municipal hospital on High Street will take place next Sunday. George F. Johnson, who contributed $150,000 to the hospital fund, will be one of the speakers. Shoemaking operations were started this morning in a new addition to the Endicott Johnson Shoe Factory on Washington Street in Binghamton. Last month, this addition was reconstructed from the old Billy Sunday Tabernacle. And finally, the State Conservation Commission announced today that it is sending a shipment of 100 cottontail rabbits to Binghamton to be distributed throughout Broome County. That was the news, July 20th, 1926.
Okay, Peter Cottontail was coming to Broome County there. 100, I guess, is to repopulate. They do that with pheasants, as far as that goes too. So that's pretty interesting. The Johnson Shoe Company, that was a renowned shoe company back in the day, and from E.F. Johnson, a very good man. As far as you look at the history of that man back in the day and stuff, very community conscious and stuff like that. Endicott Johnson Shoe was a staple here for many, many years before it finally folded and all the shoe companies went overseas as far as that goes. And let's see, the Endicott Hospital, Cornerstone was laid. The Endicott Hospital, I'm sorry to say, Endicott doesn't have a hospital anymore. They tore it down here back, I think it was in the late 60s, 70s and stuff like that. So, the first segment there, they had a whole bunch of growth taking place 100 years ago as far as businesses and people getting jobs and all that. So there it is, 100 years ago with Roger Luther. He's the Broome County historian, and Broome County is the next county just to the east of us here as far as that goes. So it's pretty good. So that just came up on the Fox. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we got 100 years ago in. I'll have to play that one tomorrow on the audio podcast for Thursday as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what we have on WBNG. Let's see. Oh, we had a tornado confirmed in Broome and Delaware County. Let's bring that one up. Let's see what that one's about. Yeah, we've had a total of 9 tornadoes so far this year in New York State, and so I wonder if one of them. Okay, there we go. This is on WBNG, which is my hometown news. That's here in Owego, New York. It's a pretty good. They have AM and FM as far as it goes, but the National Weather Service confirmed that a tornado activity was observed in both Broome and Delaware County. It would be last Saturday, which I think I was saying Monday on Monday's broadcast. That Saturday, I had the weather map up, and you could see the little icons for. I thought there was one coming right towards us here in Tioga County, but I guess that's the one that went to Broome County. The tornado touched down in the town of Sanford at 6:12 p.m. on Saturday, and that's when the storms came through here. It traveled nearly 16 miles through Deposit and Hale Eddy. That's down just southeast of Binghamton on Route 17, before touching down in Hancock and at 6:31 in Hancock, New York. I would stop there on my way down to back in the day when I used to go down and visit my mom there down in Orange County, New York. Officials said damage was consistent with an EF1 tornado that traveled at 95 miles per hour with 105 miles per hour microburst. No injuries were reported on the incident, but some of the pictures that I've seen, as far as that goes, they're pretty. It's a tornado. Even an EF1, it's blowing tree limbs into your house and knocking down trees as far as that goes. And so there wasn't confirmed, but that one right there makes the 9th one for New York State for this year so far. So we and all of them, I believe they've all been EF1s as far as that goes. So let's see what else we have on my hometown news. Tioga County Fair coming August 11th to 12th. Okay, and then that's about it. So let's go to WNBF and see what we have there. And let's see, do they have? Yeah, they talk about the tornado also, as far as that. Storm started as an EF0 strength, snapping even EF0. It's still, but it with the damage, they said was an EF1 up to 95 miles per hour hit there and stuff. That's pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Let me see what Bob Joseph has on the YouTube. And Bob Joseph is a individual that actually works for WNBF 1290 News. Let's see, WNBF, Bob Joseph. Let's see if he's talking about anything. Oh, okay. Here's something. Is that an actual story? Let me see here. The tearing down of the. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, let's look at this one first here before we bring up the video. I've already said there's going to be a Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, but there's going to be a Chick-fil-A in Vestal, and this is up on the Vestal Parkway, which is the main drag where all the stores are at. And let's bring this up. This is on WNBF 1290, and that's Vestal Chick-fil-A site being cleared for construction, and that's an abandoned restaurant right there down by the Vestal Walmart. It's in the parking lot there. An abandoned building in Vestal is being torn down in preparations for construction of a long-awaited Chick-fil-A restaurant. Demolition. This was the former Storming Crab restaurant. It didn't take off that well. In the Town Square Mall on the Vestal Parkway began Tuesday, which was yesterday. LCP Group is removing the structure that has been vacated since Storming Crab's sudden closure in 2022. So it's been 4 years that building's been vacant. The seafood restaurant opened at the site less than 2 years before that. The building previously was home of Uno Pizzeria, and Grill, which was a good restaurant. We've eaten there before, me and the missus, at bar for several years. Planned for a Chick-fil-A location planning for Vestal Chick-fil-A began about a decade ago. What took them so long? In November 2017, then town supervisor said that a developer was making preparations for a Chick-fil-A at another Parkway site. That project didn't materialize. Oh, okay. Over the past couple of years, a significant amount of work has gone into developing. So I'm looking forward to this. Town, county, and state officials have reviewed plans, and the project will particularly with a particular eye of potential traffic problems. They always look at that. But Northeastern Site Development of Deposit is working with Bennett Group of New Jersey on the Vestal project. The restaurant is expected to open in January, about 3 months after the Chick-fil-A location in Oakdale Mall begins. So let's go ahead and bring up our Bob Joseph. He has an on-the-spot site report of this, and let me bring this up. Let's go ahead and share that. And there's the location right there. There's the restaurant, the old crab restaurant that I don't think we ever went to the crab restaurant as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and give Bob Joseph a listen here.
Tuesday, July 21st, 2026, 8 a.m. This is the end of the Stormin' Crab building. You may remember it also as the Pizzeria Uno back in the day. Well, progress is happening here with the demolition of this closed restaurant. The site will be cleared for a Chick-fil-A. Not Broome County's first Chick-fil-A, Broome County's second Chick-fil-A. I've been reporting on the Chick-fil-A saga now for nearly a decade. And a former Vestal town supervisor actually said he figured Vestal would wind up with Broome County's first Chick-fil-A. Didn't work out that way. Johnson City will wind up with the first. should open by October. That's the plan. This Chick-fil-A we expect would open I think this Chick-fil-A will open, I would say. Hold that, turn the hose on. I think this is gonna open by January. That's my expectation. And Bob Joseph reporting from Vestal for WNBF News. Turn that on, better. Oh, what? Yep.
Just gonna turn it sideways, just rotate it.
All right. Turn and rotate.
Yeah. Gotta hold on to it, it's strong.
All right.
Oh, it goes one way or the other way. Turn it once, yeah. All right, there we go.
All right.
All right, there we go. All right, this is LCP Group recording today for Bob Joseph. He's on every demo job. He wants to clean up Broome County. So we finally put him on the payroll. He is now working. Spent so much time on our demo sites. He's doing a great job keeping the dust down. Perfect form. Thank you, Bob Joseph, for all your hard work.
Okay, so there they are. They're watering. They use that the water there to keep the dust down and stuff like that on the demolition. And some are probably saying, "Well, it's a perfectly good building. Why not use that?" Chick-fil-A has their own layout of the facility they want to work with. So I think over in the Oakdale Mall, they tore down an old bank. There used to be a bank in the parking lot, and they're going to erect their own building as far as that goes. And we're going to have 2 Chick-fil-A's by the end of next January. So next one, so 3 months, December, November, October. So probably in September, end of September, beginning of October, we'll have a Chick-fil-A here in the southern tier of upstate New York over at the Oakdale Mall. And then the second one coming in over on Vestal, which there's more than enough room for 2 Chick-fil-A's as far as that goes. So the one in Vestal will probably get all the traffic from the university down the Binghamton University down the road there from where it's at. So, okay. So thank you, Bob Joseph, WNBF. I have no affiliation with, but Bob Joseph there, we like looking at his videos because he actually works there and he gives an on-the-spot report and stuff like that. So let's go to WBNG Channel 12, which is over there in Johnson City, Channel 12 News. And let's see what we got here, if anything. Okay, they had something up in Utica to host a Tunnel to Towers Foundation, Central New York, 5,000K. And there's, let's go ahead and bring this up because it has a fire-related, let's see, what's this? Okay, we got to wait for that to clear out on the commercial. Okay, there we go. Let me bring this up. Utica to host Tunnel to Towers Foundation, Central New York, 5K run. So let's give this a listen here as far as that goes. And okay, here we go. Let's bring this up on the stage. Oh, no, I got to activate it first. Channel 12. Now bring it up on the stage. Here we go. And we'll give this a listen here. I think it's not. We might not listen to the full 9 minutes.
The Towers Foundation to discuss their 5K run and walk. Event director Phil Trzynski. Phil, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So tell us about the Tunnel to Tower Foundation and the mission behind the annual 5K run walk.
All right, so the Tunnel to Towers Foundation was started by the family of a New York City firefighter, Stephen Siller. On the morning of September 11, 2001, he had just completed his shift at Squad 1 in Brooklyn and was actually on his way to play golf with his brothers when he heard of the attacks. So he immediately circled back to his firehouse to try to catch the rig before it got dispatched to the Trade Center. When he got to his firehouse, he discovered that Squad 1 was already en route to the World Trade Center. So he went into the station, grabbed his protective equipment, and figured he would drive there and try to meet him there. And once he reached the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, discovered that the tunnel was closed for the security reasons because of the attacks. So he was undeterred. He abandoned his vehicle on the side of the road, put on all of his protective equipment, ran through the 2-mile-long Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It's believed he did, in fact, make it up to the South Tower. Squad 1's vehicle was pictured several different times, parked at the base of the South Tower. It's believed that Stephen and the other members of Squad 1 were all killed when the South Tower collapsed. So Stephen's family, as a way to honor not only him, but the other police officers and firefighters and civilians killed on September 11th, they did a Follow the Footsteps run the following year. And they followed Stephen's final footsteps through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel and finished at the World Trade Center. And that first year event had about 1,200 people. Fast forward to 2026, and that is still an annual event. This year, I believe the event is capped at 45,000 people. It's one of the largest 5Ks in the country. It still runs through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, circles through Battery Park, and finishes in front of the World Trade Center. So that event has inspired 80 plus other events across the country, not only 5K run and walks, but also tower climbs. We started the event here in Utica in central New York back in 2001. And that first year we had about 425 participants, and we've grown dramatically in the last 6 years. This year we're anticipating upwards of 2,500 people. We started out as Tunnel of Towers Utica, a relatively small local event. We noticed early on that we were getting participants coming from not just Utica and the surrounding areas, but we were getting people coming from down here in Binghamton, Syracuse, Watertown areas, and we started seeing the growth potential of the event. So we figured instead of having multiple other events scattered about in central New York, being a relatively small area, we figured that we'd change this to a regional event and really make one large scale quality event that everybody can come and participate.
Definitely. So now when someone is to come to the 5K walk and run, what can they expect to see and witness and hear all the sights and sounds?
So our opening ceremony will begin at 8:30 in the morning. The race itself will start at 9:11 a.m. Just as a reminder, this is the 25th anniversary of the September 11th attacks, so it is a pretty big milestone, not only for the Tunnel of Towers Foundation, but for the family members of those lost that day,